Greetings and welcome back to the Galley of the Sun. It is Tuesday here in the Galley of the Sun, and tomorrow we wish to dine on smoked, crispy pork belly burritos. So we got a little bit of work to do today. It's not too bad. We'll get it done. What I have here is a 3-pound slab of skin-on pork belly. Love this stuff. So we're going to take this and cut it into about 2-inch strips. Make sure you got a good sharp knife for this, like a Dalstrong 10.25-inch Japanese chef's knife. I know I'm making burritos. You can use a Japanese chef's knife on Mexican food. It's fine. It's fine.
Absolutely.
All right, got my 4 pieces now. Now what we want to do is make about a 1/4-inch deep slices into the skin about every 1/2 inch apart. So I got my super sharp boning knife for this. You don't want to cut all the way through. If you do, it's not the end of the world. Just don't do it on the next cut you make, okay? Okay, one day this was super sharp. It's not today.
No.
Perhaps its brother is. All right, you can see right there what I'm doing. I'm gonna get this done and then we'll come back and we'll do the next step. We'll see you then. It turns out that the Japanese chef's knife was the right knife for the job. I shouldn't have doubted you. Anyway, now we're going to get our pork belly seasoned. You got to be careful about this. We don't want to get any of this seasoning on the skin. We got something different in mind for that. What I'm using is some of Spiceology's raspberry chipotle seasoning. It's going on a burrito. It's going to be incredible. So I'm going to generously season the meat side and the sides of the pork belly strips. If you're wondering how to recreate this at home, don't worry, my friends. Visit galleyofthesun.com and you'll find the recipe there. I'll have a link down below in the description section. Take you right there. All right, I'm going to press that in just a little bit. Now we'll flip these into a baking dish, a 9x13-inch baking dish. Can you use a different size? Absolutely, as long as it fits your pork belly. The next to last thing we need to do here on Pork Belly Burrito Eve is season the skin with some coarse sea salt. I'm going to go about a 1/2 teaspoon to a teaspoon per strip here. All right, that's going to dry that skin out and help promote the crispiness that we're looking for. We got a few other tricks up our sleeve tomorrow too. Now, this is going in the refrigerator just like this, uncovered, for 12 to 24 hours. So perfect thing to do the night before. So we'll see you tomorrow when it's time to pull these back out and do the next steps. We'll see you then. We have our Yoder YS640S pellet grill coming up to 250 degrees. I've taken the pork belly out of the baking dish and placed them on a wire rack over a rimmed baking sheet. That's so we collect every little bit of fat that renders off of this, which we're going to use later. Very important. I also have my Temp Spike Plus probes in here so I can tell when this gets to about 195 degrees Fahrenheit. That's what we're looking for. I expect this is going to take about 3 to 3.5 hours. So in they go. We'll see you when it's time to pull those out and move on to the next step. See you then. All right, 3.5 hours have passed. My pork belly is at my 195 target temperature. So let's get it pulled and get it inside and make some magic happen. Now, you may think that these look sexy right now. Oh, you just wait. And I was very stupid for tilting that because that rendered fat in the bottom of this pan is absolute gold. We need that. So let's get inside and get it going. We're back inside. The director's hungry and she's staring at me like a vulture looking at a carcass. So I need to get this going. So our next step is to pour off that rendered fat. Whether you got a little or you got a lot, we need a total of 1 cup here. So get what you got. Make sure you use that. Don't waste it. This is gold. And it's golden in color. All right, there's our fat. Now we're going to supplement that with avocado oil until we reach 1 cup. Why I just didn't use the big bottle? I don't freaking know. That would have been smart. Now I'm going to fill my small bottle from the big bottle. All right, so our avocado oil rendered fat go into the skillet. And I've got that on medium heat. Now, my dear friends, we're waiting for some shimmering. For this next step, you're going to want a good set of tongs that you trust. Okay, to review, we've got the smoke flavor we want in that pork belly. We've got it good and tender. Now, we need to make sure that we get that crust very crispy, especially with this meal. If we were doing some kind of Asian dish where I'm going to cut this in pieces and you got it on your plate and you can see that there is a part of the pig skin that is not crispy, you can just cut that off. But this is going to be buried in a burrito, so you aren't going to know. So last thing you want when you bite into a burrito is to get something incredibly chewy. Now, if we get this all crispy, it's going to be one of the best burritos you've ever had. That's what we want. All right, we're getting some good shimmering now. Now, I'm going to take one of the pork bellies, and we're going to put this skin side down and check on it every once in a while. We're going to let this go as long as it takes to get us some crispy skin. Keep an eye on it. It's going to pop. Based on the shape of it, you may have to move it back and forth and hold it with your tongs, so get a good long set of tongs, but it is totally worth it. Totally worth it. The danger is worth, the taste is worth the danger. That's what I'm trying to say. All right, we're approaching 3 minutes. Now I'm going to take a look at that skin and see if we need to go longer or if we're good to go. That looks pretty damn crispy to me. We're good to go. I'm going to get the rest of these crisped up, and then we're going to move into the burrito making. We'll see you then. All right, the cracklin's done. The director has a very important something to go to. It's bunko. I don't understand it. I'm not even sure it's legal. But I need to get her a burrito made. So, right along where our cuts were made before, that's where we're going to cut it again this time to make our slices. Oh, the smells that are coming off of this. Okay, now we got that done. I'm going to cut them the other direction so we can make more burritos. Oh, did you hear that crunch? This is going to be epic. Let's get to constructing a burrito. Worthy of the director. First, you get yourself a tablecloth size tortilla. Not that she's going to eat the whole thing, but, you know, you want to make her think you're giving her a lot, right? To that, we're going to add some refried beans. You can use black beans if you wish. Then some salsa. I made this salsa a few episodes ago with the chipotle carne asada street tacos. It's amazing. Would you like guac, director? Rock out with your guac out. And then cheese. I like a mixture of Chihuahua and then the Mexican cheese blend, which is cheddar and Monterey Jack. Okay, get a good amount of pork belly in there. Then we're going to wrap that up. I'm going to put this on a skillet and get the tortilla crispy and get that cheese melted, because that's how she likes it. All right, burrito into the hot skillet, and we'll get that toasty. All righty, we got it done. We got it done in time. Now we'll get some judgment from the director. Sorry, I was dicking with cameras. Is it the best burrito you've had today,
Mm-hmm.
this week,
Yep.
this month?
Keep going. Yeah.
What say you?
Very good. Get a little crackle in there. Good flavor. I like it.
All right. You want to make your woman happy? Oh, you do, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
Then you feed her this.
Mm-hmm.
That right there. That's happy. Hey, thank you so much for joining us today. Until we see you next time, fair winds and following seas.